Hi everyone and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex, and to find out much more about me and how to book a session with me, please click the link in the bio section below, and that will take you to the Snipfeed account, and that will take you to where you can purchase a reading and things like that. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button as well to help and get in the YouTube algorithm as well, and that way you get all the future uploads of all the videos as well. And also, if you would please comment and start a conversation going as well, so that would be absolutely fantastic. Today is Sunday, August 28th, 2022, and we are going to be doing the weekly angelic message for the week of August 28th through September 4th, 2022. We're going into September, everybody. Are you ready for that transition? I certainly am. And hopefully you are doing well, everybody, and that you are having an enjoyable Sunday and things like that, and that your day is going off pretty well. My day is going off pretty fantastic as well. I've been kind of relaxing and things like that, so really not too much of anything going on today. Drinking some water because it's a little warm in the apartment, even with the AC on. Just with all the windows that I have in the apartment, it makes it a little bit warm and things like that. It's about 4:30 here in Ohio, so that is what time it is in my end of the woods. But everything is pretty much the same since yesterday. I did some laundry today. I did some dishes. I ate some lunch. And that's pretty much what I've been up to for the majority of the day and things like that. So that's kind of like my routine. So I do have the music going. I have all 7 chakras healing music. Full body, aura, reboot, balance, and align music. It's the same as yesterday. I figured it was appropriate. I do have a candle and things like that. And of course, Teddy Bear is in his napping position because it's his nap time of the day. Earlier he was out and about, but now he's just kind of chilling and things like that. Chilling and hanging out. They have the life over there. They don't have to worry about anything. They just worry about food and going to the bathroom and having water. So that's what they all worry about. So, but hopefully you guys are doing well, and we are going to be doing the angelic messages for this week. So that is basically the gist here, and let us get started here with me going into the messages and things like that. So that's just kind of like what the dealio is with that one. So let's go ahead and have the moment of silence and see if anything is coming through as far as general messages and things like that. So let us go ahead and do the general messages. And my kitty is making sounds. I apologize. All right. So when I'm tuning into the energies of this week, I'm really picking up a couple of things so far. One of the things that I was picking up was I do feel that this week our anxiety is going to be a little bit higher. And we haven't gotten to the energy of this week, but our emotions are going to be a little bit higher for this week, which is going to cause our anxiety to go up a little bit. So, what the angels were saying that for this week it is important to remain grounded, because we'll have a tendency to have our emotions all over the place, and it will be a little bit scattered energy in regard to that. And what the angels are really saying is that this is because we are in the process of releasing something that is no longer serving us for the greater good. And we are in that resistant mood of allowing ourselves to release that because of fears of the what if and the fears of the unknown and things like that. And because we're so used to what we have now that we are afraid of what the new beginnings will be. Because I do feel that this is in relation to the new moon that we're having from yesterday, is that the new moon is going to force us to make some changes within our lives and for our benefit, and we're going to be resisting making those changes, which in turn, if we do not make those changes, the angels are saying is that it will lead to a tower moment in our lives, and we can learn other lessons through that route. So the angels are saying it is important not to resist the energy of this week, but allow things to be able to go with the flow. And the angels are really saying for this week it is important to be able to work on our root chakra, our third eye chakra, and our throat chakra, and also a little bit of the solar plexus as well. So multiple chakras to work on this week, but the main ones are the third eye, throat, and root chakra, because when we work on those, it'll help us to see the truth, and it'll also help us to acknowledge the truth of what's no longer serving us, so that way we can go ahead and make the changes that are necessary in order to move forward with the greatest good. And it's important when the angels are really saying is not to get caught up in our heads, because with resisting the changes, it could lead to overthinking and cause a lot of anxiety that way. So it's important to remain balanced for this week. So the theme of balance is really coming in for this week. So that is really one of those things as well. And the angels are also really saying that it's important not to be caught off guard with anything that is coming our way for this week, because if we are surprised by anything for this week, the angels are really saying is that that will cause us to spiral. And spiraling is not a good thing and stuff like that. So we don't want us to spiral, so it's important to not let the hamster wheel go in the same patterns and things like that. And it's just important to be able to remain grounded and in the present moment. So not letting us to think too far into the future or too far in the past. Because when we reflect over each of those things, that can also cause us to become imbalanced and not staying in the present moment and things like that. So that is basically what the angels are really saying. So we're going to go here on a little tour and things like that. So, and through the apartment. And I'm trying to get a piece of paper here, because I was just thinking while I was delivering the messages is that I was going to color the energy, and I wanted to see what I did with my printer paper. And I know I had a bunch of printer paper for us all. And now I'm not sure of where I put it. And don't you hate that feeling where you know you put printer paper somewhere and then you don't know where it went to because you had, oh, it's right in front of my face. There we go. Just like that, Alex. I know I had like a bunch of printer paper. So let's get like some printer paper. So now that you will actually be able to see the energy that I'm talking about in a physical form. So it's okay, Teddy. Nothing is going to happen to you. Alright, so go back to your nappies. Alright. So, and thanks to the back to school sale and the tax-free weekend, I got plenty of color pencils and things like that. So, I'm really excited. So let us get in here into the energies of this week and stuff like that. So we're going to start off with the red energy. So I'm just going to tune in here to the energy of this week and Alright, we're going to push you back here so we have some room to draw. And if any other messages do come through with this, okay. Oh, that's kind of like purple. Oops. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that was purple. It kind of looks a little similar. Alright. You know, okay. 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 So, that is the energies. let's talk about the energies of the week. So all the colors, I will say, are there, but these are the prominent colors for this week, I will say. So this week we have plenty of red energy. So we have plenty of red. Remember, red is all about passion, anger, manifestation. It can be aggression. And it can also, what they're saying is isolation as well. So we could have some isolation tendencies this week too, while we're going through the transition phases. So that is really what the angels are saying in regard to that. And that's kind of like one of those things. And stuff like that. So that's there, and stuff. So, we also, remember, red is also about the root or the foundation of things. So that is where our foundation of who we are is. So, and notice how the red is really high for this week, and that's where our heightened emotions and things like that. It can be a little haywire for this week. So the next color that we have is blue. So the blue is going to be there. We're going to have plenty of talking and communication, yada yada. But the only thing that I am concerned with the blue is the fact that with the blue, the orange or the red is guiding the blue this week. So that could turn a little haywire if we don't watch ourselves and we don't listen to what other people respond or think or talk about before we respond. The next color here is that we have is the yellow. Pretty fair amount of yellow for self-confidence and courage. That also will help us to be able to speak up when we want to. Have a little bit more confidence also to be able to speak the truth within ourselves as well. So that's pretty cool. So the next color here is green, which is give and take of love, which we have a nice plethora of. So that's really fantastic. So that can really go hand in hand with a good amount of everything else. So the only thing that I'm concerned about is that I don't see the other colors. Notice that we don't see orange or creativity or wellness, creativity, and sexual energy. It's there, but it's not as heightened as it has been. So that's what I'm nervous about as well, because there's no form of release in that area. There's also no pink as well, and stuff like that. So no pink for self-care, and things like that. So I feel like we're going to be doing a lot of talking this week and not a whole lot of self-care. Now with the violet and the third eye, or the purple and the violet and indigo, it's there, but we're not going to be able to see things very clearly with that. So we're not going to be able to hear as much for this week. So that's basically where that is lying from. So that's kind of like where the messages are coming in. So the deck that we're going to be using for this week is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland, which is absolutely fantastic. Oh, you guys, you have to see Teddy Bear. He's being really, really, really cute today. Oh, say hi to the camera, Teddy. Say hi. Aww, you're just hanging out next to me. How adorable. We're like BFFs, in a way. So, we are BFFs. So, that's kind of like where that is. So, that's kind of like where that is. So, let us go ahead and draw some cards for the week, which I'm excited about. Alright. Clear. 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 Oh no, I just noticed that the music stopped. Why are you having issues? I am connected to the internet. I guess I'm not. Huh. I apologize, guys. I don't know why it was having issues, because it was fine.
When I was 19, I almost died. It's weird to say this out loud, but I suppose I wouldn't really have it any other way. I was admitted to...
Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I was wondering why it got really quiet there. So, anyway, let's draw some cards and see what's happening and stuff like that. We're just having a day today. We can't find the paper. We can't find what's going on with the internet. So, we'll see what's going on. So, alright. What does everybody on YouTube need to know for the week of August 28th through September 4th, 2022? What does everybody need to know for the 28th through the 4th, 2022? Oh, we talked about that, guys. Okay, those two want to come out. And it makes sense with the message. Okay. What the angels are saying is that it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy week. But nothing that we can't handle. Love what we talk about comes to reality. So the first card here is that we have is find balance. So remember, it's all about allowing ourselves to stay balanced during this week and not letting our emotions get to us, and not feeling the chaos of the week, the energy-wise. So it's important to remain balanced and grounded and things like that. So that is very important and stuff like that. So that is a theme for this week, finding your balance. So that is really interesting. So the next two cards here is that we have is take the lead, which is also taking the action step. So if you are hesitant about moving forward with something, take the action steps that are necessary to be able to bring something to fruition, or your reality is what I'm hearing. You have the power within you to make the changes that are necessary, and only you can take the lead when you are feeling comfortable with taking the lead. So that is there. The next card here is that we have is balance, and it is card number 14. And again, it goes back to the theme of the week, finding balance, harmony, and this is associated with Archangel Chamuel, and finding balance and harmony. So, and Archangel Raguel as well. So that is there. The next card here is choose your battles. So we're going to have some tribulations for this week, but it's nothing that we don't have the courage to be able to overcome. And that might be where we're deciding what direction to take our life. So, that is very, very important, is just knowing, setting the boundaries and knowing that it's okay to be able to push through and overcome each of the obstacles, which you will be able to do. I think that's what I was trying to say. So, yeah. The next card here is that we have is rest and reconsider. And this is the Hermit card in the regular tarot. So it's all about taking a step back and looking at the overview of how to become balanced and to be able to take the action steps necessary. So I know take the lead was there, but don't take too much of a leap where you are going to become overwhelmed and underbalanced or unbalanced. And it's important to be able to remain grounded. So looking at what you can do in the smaller arena, so at a micro scale instead of a macro scale for this week. So think of it in those terminologies. So the next card here is that we have is reach out. So there's going to be some communication with other people if you need help. I also feel like this is having to do with a relationship. So if you're looking at a relationship for this week, it looks like you are both trying to find balance with each other and find your grounding with each other. It looks like you are in that in-between state where you are trying to figure out each other's love languages and things like that. And it looks like there was some distance for a while, but there's going to be some communication coming in. And you just have to reflect upon what you want out of the relationship. So, and there's going to be a little bit of challenges in regard to having balance with each other. But once you do, it'll bring in really good energy and things like that. So, the next card here is that we have is new energy. So we're going to get grounded, and we're going to remain focused on what we want and things like that. So that's really, really, really important, things like that. So the next card here is that we have is throat chakra. And it's important to work on your throat chakra for this week in regard to communication. Remember, there's going to be a lot of communication, but there also could be a lot of miscommunication as well if you do not work on your throat chakra and speaking your truth. So that is definitely an important thing to be able to do. And I love when you look back at the beginning and you see the cards, it all intercorrelates with each other. So the next deck that we're going to be using is the Angel Prayer deck by Kyle Gray. So let's see what is in store for this upcoming week. What is in store for everyone for this upcoming week? And as we're doing it, it is turning into the heart chakra. We were on the throat chakra before, funny enough. What does everybody need to know? Alright. I agree with that one. I agree with that one too. I agree with this if you have not checked out my
incoming team chat request. Incoming team chat request.
I am so sorry, everybody. My friend must be doing keying because I was logged into her keying and things like that, and it just, I guess they were getting a message and things like that. So, so I apologize about that interruption. All right. Oh, we got that yesterday, so it's making sense with the theme. Oh, okay. Yep. I agree with everything that we have here. So, the theme of this week is all about trusting. So trusting in the direction that you're supposed to go in and trusting to the messages that you receive, even if you can't always clearly see the bigger picture, but just trusting in the path that it will unfold as you go down the path that you're meant to follow. So the inner voice. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. So that's your intuition and your guidance. So the little Jiminy Cricket, like I like to say sometimes. So, the next card here is that we have is take time to breathe. Thank you, angels. I breathe with ease, knowing that you are here. It's all about the Hermit card, taking a step back, looking at what you can accomplish now instead of in the future and things like that. So, it's all about focusing in on the present moment of what you can do now, basically. So, the next card here is that we have is Signs from Heaven. Thank you, Heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. So, the other side is going to be sending you signs and symbols of what path you're supposed to follow. And you have to be honest with how they are guiding you. So, it's a mixture of turquoise. So, speaking your truth and a little bit of green with the heart chakra. So, following your passions with the signs and symbols. So, the next card here is that we have is the Miracle of Prayer with Archangel Sandalphon. And it is, thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. And the angels are really saying is that, going back to the message from yesterday, is that it is where the things that you do not see are coming into reality, but you have to have faith and trust in order to go in the right direction. Even if you can't see it, which is why you're taking the step back, in order to see things a little bit of a clearer understanding of the path and things like that. So the next card here is that we have is Spiritual Gifts with Archangel Rosrael, and it is thank you, Rosrael, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. So using your spiritual gifts to help guide you for this week. So using your Jiminy Cricket to help you through the path. So, and that's also in alignment with the inner voice and things like that. And with some of us, what I'm hearing is also opening up to new gifts and things like that. So pay attention to what new gifts that you're going to be receiving for this week as well. So that is also a factor as well. So that's definitely something very important and things like that. So the next one here is healthy choices, which I agree with. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. And I feel like this is in correlation with the emotional upheaval that we're going to be going through for this week. So it's learning to find that even balance of our emotions and making the healthy coping skills of what we do when our emotions are heightened and things like that. So we might be feeling a little bit more extra sensitive for this week and things like that. So we just gotta be able to find peace within ourselves in order to overcome the obstacles and the turbulation for this upcoming week. And we got spiritual support. Yes, we always have spiritual support. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. So this is exactly the theme is for this week, is that it's helping us to become more spiritually aware. I really love the card too. It's really pretty. So that is really, really cool. But it was also correlating with everything that we talked about in the beginning again. So that is really awesome. So that is the messages for this week, and if this message finds you, it is definitely meant for you. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button as well, and so that way you get all the future uploads of all the videos as well. And if you too would like to get a personalized reading with me, please visit my Snipfeed account that is located in the bio section. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you, and I will talk with you very soon. Bye, everybody.